Happy Little Tree is interesting, but I think we just take Black Cat because it immediately makes Queen of Hearts a buy. And it could also potentially win and hit APOC for 4, I suppose. Suppose that is also possible. Not going to lock another Black Cat, though. It's not super exciting. I did consider the tree just because then you can put spells on the tree, but I'm going to tie here. That's worth it. Definitely worth the 3 health as well. Just taking the stronger unit. Okay, these are fine. Have to decide if I want a whole unit for free or most of a unit for free. I do feel like I could possibly lock the shop for the other one. Feel like Lucky is just less random. Let's just grab Lucky, and I'm not going to worry about Ogre Princess because I'd rather pick up evil units than Ogre Princesses. So we'll let that roll on by. Let's see if we recognize anybody. Seeded Joy, Whitey Dynamite, Black Doge, Binary Boy, Golden Gate, Baka, and Horchata in a bag. Alright, take some damage there from Merlin. As Merlins can do. So, interestingly, we can buy and sell this Black Cat to pick up a 5/5. I think that's probably right. Could have also bought the Ogre Princess and then ripped the Eeny Meeny for a 50-50 on Frog Prince, but I don't actually think that that's worth it. Excuse me. If we miss there, I don't want to lock for the Frog Prince. So let's just pick it up now. And this is picking up now. We can win on a 50-50 or we tie. Okay, so... Or no, I'm sorry, we don't tie, we lose. We lose 50-50 to win or tie. But we did still get the Ogre Princess Slay. So we get a free Good Witch. There's definitely some stuff we can do with that. Have to consider if we want to go full good or we could just pick up Spellweaver. That's not the craziest thing in the world either. We also have the option here to play the Donkey. I wanted to put the Spellweaver in 5, but this makes the Brave Princess more likely to get attacked. But actually, it's a 7/8, so it doesn't really matter. Awkwardly, though, we are not going to be able to slay against the Sleeping Princess. So that's a little bit awkward, but we still get the Ogre Princess and the win. So those are equally important metrics. And here we see like a very good incentive to play evil. Is because then you just get to shard your stuff. I was going to say a naughtier word. Shadow Assassin's actually quite good here now, too. So maybe I don't want to shard any of these units. Alright, let's roll 4 pairs. Probably still early enough for white as well. And we can sell Golden Chicken or Polywoggle to pick up some more dwarves, or we could pick up this Shadow Assassin pair. Probably do want that. And I'm going to bet on this Shadow Assassin growing, at least by 1, and thus wanting to be in the combat. Playing up against APOC again. It's always so interesting when that happens and you play up against the same person multiple times. Well, we grow one of our Shadow Assassins. That's fine, I suppose. We might get a double slay here. We will be. Nice. 2 slays on Brave. That is really cool. Plus, it gives us more stats on Shadow. We only need one more Brave trigger. What did we get? Oh, we got another Lucky. Okay. Some of this stuff is going to fall off soon. We probably want to switch this Good Witch for evil stuff soon. But Lucky is great. And right, then we can pick up like Vampire and start slaying with that. I feel like Cloak of the Assassin is going to be useful for us for at least a little bit. Let's us play an 8/8 here. This is good. Could sell Frog Prince now, which seems unlikely to ever get played again, to just put a little bit more stats on Spellweaver. I don't actually think that's worth the econ that it costs us, though. I think we will sell Frog Prince, but to buy something else coming up. Oh, this is way too far back. I want to grow Vampire, but Brave Princess does have to be kind of close to the start so that we can grow her as well. We are farming on these slays. This is great. This is like perfect. Perfect idealized combat here. That trades with Brave. Oh, actually just barely doesn't trade with Brave, but then that trades with the Queen. All right, nice. And we get a Brave quest, so looking for Bad Moon or Hatball. I'll take Bad Moon. Definitely need to just buy and sell this stuff for econ. These Polywoggles are huge. I'll hang on to the tiny for a second. So, looking for evil units to triple. Could take Queen. It certainly does look like we might be able to make more things work in Slay, though. I'm going to roll. I think we've got enough different units that we can pair up. Like, I'd rather pair up this Wicked Witch. Even though it's a little bit awkward on the current board, I think this is better for us. So we frontline this. Okay, let's roll with this for a second. I do want Ogre Princess, though. This is fine. That was a tough turn, to be totally honest, but I think we came out of it with something pretty decent. Would like to try to grow Vampire and Ogre Princess. Ogre Princess is a really cool one. And I feel like it's big enough right now because of the cloak that we could actually make it work. But at the same time, well, let's get rid of Lucky, even though it's been giving us good econ. We are going to want to play some Vampire soon. I think I maybe just go for this Shard. It's going to just open up. As long as it doesn't get Darkwood Creeper, it's really good for us. Okay. I think we've got enough ranged units that we can Eye of Ares. I've got a lot of other things that we're rolling for. Yeah, Vampires are quite good. I kind of want to just frontline the Vampires, backline these, and then, yeah, maybe I'll just play this. Mummy is quite good now, too, with the Eye of Ares. And then just play a backline full of ranged units. We'll play the Wicked Witches if we was going to say, like, if we need to, but if we start to triple some stuff, because then we'll need some more units to play. I'm not going to worry about Black Cat, especially without Ancient Sark here. Monster Book onto Mummy, and Mummy gets to not kill a Cupid. Dang. Okay, this Potion Master's pretty strong, actually. If we can hit the Cupid here, then we trade with Mad Mim and only take 5, so... not the worst place in the world. Okay, more Polywoggles. I kind of feel like I do take more Shadow Assassins. We've got a lot of Shadow Assassins building right now, but I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, obviously I do need Wretched Mummy. And now I've got a whole bunch of pairs. We're going to find Ogre Princesses now. Okay. There's Vampire. That's good. Hat and Ball are quite good. Yeah, I'll take Hat before we take Ancient Sark, for sure. And I don't think we need +3/+3. I think I prefer the additional attack, especially with double mummies. And I think I throw this here. I think this is good. We're very heavily reliant on our Shadow Assassin, but it's still only level 4 other than this APOC. Oof. Oof. Like I said, we were heavily reliant on that Shadow Assassin, so that one kind of stinks. But these mummies are going to clean up with some 2-for-1, so not a huge deal, all things considered. We are still going to be able to get the win on an undefeated Merlin, or at least a Merlin that has a Merlin's hat. They might have been defeated by and bought some health potions. All right, I think I take Ancient Sark here and cut the Bad Moon. You tried to do something there, Bad Moon. Yeah, and now we can now we can play Evil Witch, and that is obviously quite good on this board. Rolling for Evil Witch, Mummy. I think we can start to take up Blind Mice too. Especially in case we get the treasure map. Could go for a Kidnap against Horde Dragon. They're running a bunch of evil stuff. Everybody's level 5 now. That kind of presents some interesting elements too. Alright, I don't mind Kidnapping. We're not going to be able to do too much more this turn regardless. And I think this is a pretty fair board to lock on. If we get... even if we don't get Crystal Ball, I might be kissing this Vampire. It's got a lot of stats, and it is growing Shadow Assassin, but it could become something better down the line. Ooh, double soul tack, but we target those soul tacks pretty hard right off the bat there. All right, they cancel one of them, but for the most part, that was not too shabby. We are going to take a ton of damage here, though. Drat. Yeah, we take 8. We could have saved ourselves a little bit, but not that much. Oh, and we get a free huge tree. Okay, I'll be buying that for sure. Well, it's free. We'll take the Crystal Ball, drop the Eye of Ares. And now we've got a tree to cast spells on. And let's send Vampire up. And let's send Vampire up. And let's do this. And now we are looking for... oh, this is quite good actually now, isn't it? Let's send this up. Let's flip it. Okay. I'll combine the Mummy just to make it an upgraded unit. But we're definitely skipping. We get to play this happy little tree. We're just going to let the Ogre Princess die in the first slot. Additional Happy Little Trees is interesting, but I don't think it's something we need to mess with. Oh, this gives us a permanent 5 because that was... Oh, maybe it was already permanent. And I'll lock the Spellweaver. I should have bought the Spellweaver first by selling chicken and white, but it was a tough one to figure out. Maybe I should have just backlined the Siren because it is upgraded, so it gets to seal something twice. We're also facing up against the Ghost, so shouldn't matter. And I want to get this thing on Shadow Assassin, the pump there. Not that we're playing Shadow Assassin for too much longer. We're about to pick up our second Sure Shot. I always call this thing Sure Shot recently. Our second Spellweaver, and by that I mean our fourth. And then our fifth will probably be our last one, but we'll see what we can make happen out of all this. All right, and then Spellweaver definitely gets to get in here as well. So we're more or less bordering on full build. All right, we don't need this baby bear. And this APOC is definitely 6, yeah. Think I'm locking Spellweaver again. Okay. It definitely makes this really appealing to backline good units. Oh, we can actually pick up this Sure Shot right now with this. I'm going to cycle Cindy. I know it's Econ later. I probably should have just locked it in the shop. But oh well. Okay, I think this is really good. I think Southern Siren being buffed by an upgraded Good Boy is kind of gnarly. This is APOC's 6.0 turn, I imagine. But I don't know how they got a... Oh, they took Piggy Bank. I was like, how did they afford a knighthood? Well, we're going to hit them for some nice chunk of damage here regardless. Actually, not that much. Only 7 because we're Peter Pitts. Fair enough. Upgraded Good Boy could be great, though. Potentially Treasure Map I'll take. We're trying to make our whole board good. I'm just going to skip this for Econ, though. So any Beauty's influences that we find are quite large. I'm going to continue to take Spellweavers, though. Let's put some more stats on the Siren. And Happy Little Tree is the next thing to get cut, though, right as we say that. I guess we might want to keep it around just because it is a tree. All right, we'll take some gold for the next one. It's going to be just a matter of what else this APOC can put together. We can take a look at who else is strong right now on the live graph. Merlin won their last combat. Peter Pants is the only other person, and Geppetto is kind of bottoming out as well, but everybody else has been losing recently. Trophy Hunter lost their last combat. So let's see, can they do it against us? Well, they can't slay, and then we pinpoint attack their only slay unit. So that is going to be it for Baka, unfortunately for them. And fortunately for us. I should probably be backlining the Shadow Assassin because it can still gain stats in these combats. I've got to toss something here, actually. Maybe I just toss Shadow Assassin. Yeah, because I want to pick up Blind Mouse. And this one is almost over. Okay, cool. Let's start with this. because that's a ton of stats. But we definitely want to cast all of the Beauty's influences that we can get. And we got the Forking Rod as well. Awesome. Let's go for Shard on our monster. And we get an Aeon. Oh, no, we don't. We get a tree. Okay. Let's throw that tree here. Let's put more stats on Good Boy. Let's send the tree up the chain. Stats on Good Boy. Stats on this. Stats on stats on stats. Okay. Let's get Mummy attacking because then it works with Oni King. And let's kidnap against the Horde Dragon yet again. I'm pretty sure Horde Dragon is... Yeah, that's who we kidnapped against before. So we get to get another tree here added to our arsenal. We are going to get an Ashwood Elm. And then Good Boy attacks in. That's going to grow our squad, but... Oh, and then their Rotten Apple Tree attacks. Nice. So that should be enough to win it because their Echo Wood is not big. Their Echo Wood's tiny. We only hit them for 4, though, because we're Peter Pants, but we're Hapball Fork Peter Pants. Can buy this for Econ. Selling off Wretched Mummy. Oh, let's just sell and buy this one for Econ, too. We do have the Ghost here, not that that actually means anything to us. I guess we could consider kidnapping against Merlin if we want to pick up something specific, but I definitely don't want a baby dragon. I definitely do want a Wizard's Familiar. Okay, Beauty's influences are also insane. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sunny days and rain. All right, let's grab... Oh, we need to sell this. Buy this. Yeah, you joined at a good time here. We are doing it for sure. Have to decide. Let's get rid of Oni King. I don't think we need this anymore. Oh, Herc. Okay, cool. Well, now I really wished I had grabbed the... Welcome to the stream, Taco Frank. I really wish I'd grabbed that Runestones if we're going to pick up the Hercules right now, but... Oh, well. This is definitely what it all comes to. All the balls and hats and forks whenever possible. Especially if I'm playing Peter Pants. That's just always going to be the best Pants strategy. And I think we're in a pretty good one, especially if Horde Dragon beats this APOC, but we'll see if Seated Joy is able to take down Horchata here. We get a tier 6 treasure. Wand of Weirding, I guess I will take it. Good evening, Sir Strat. This really doesn't do anything. I'm just debating tossing this hat. Let's do it. Maybe this is horrible. But look how sweet this is. This is just so much stats here now. We're really hoping one of those turned into a True Love's Kiss. Wow. I don't think I need this. It does get out of hand really quick, but I think I just want to spend for Potion of Heroism. I'll go for this. Always Ben folds. Always Ben folds. We get a ton of gold this turn if we win. We're not going to be able to keep this Southern Siren. Oh, so this is actually really cool. We don't keep the Southern Siren, but it's going to turn back into a Wizard's Familiar and still be good. So that's awesome. My opponent is quite large. We've got more ranged units than they do, but this is going to be a loss. We're going to take 7 damages here, which is unfortunate because we no longer have Hapball going. But yeah, now we get Wizard's Familiar back. And we just want to put all the stats on the boy. We could send the Familiar up the chain again. I think I'd rather send the Mummy up the chain maybe get something nice with that, and we do indeed. So this is quite good. That's going to pump up the boy. Hercules is now seeming a little bit mediocre. I think we just roll 4 more boy pumps. We could re-roll Hercules. It's going to stay good regardless. It is a always gooder. Okay, this is a ton of stats. We actually can't cast this Beauty's Influence. Yeah, just any ranged unit is good. Let's keep flipping this. It's not relevant. More attack on everything. I don't think... I'll go for it. I just need to make sure we don't get too much attack. Okay, this is kind of crazy. Just because we can kidnap and we steal so many of their units with that. Because the kidnap gets forked and wanded. So whatever we steal, we triple steal. So we're either going to be able to turn into their comp, or we're going to get a tier 6 treasure if we take exactly this Ashwood Elm. Okay, we get 3 upgraded Robin Hoods. That could be good. That could certainly be decent. But I think we are going to win this one regardless. They went into King Midas, which is great for us. Because that means they're done picking up treasures. So now we get a whole bunch of Robin Hoods. Oh, and none of our other Robin Hoods were permanent. So this is crazy. I wish I'd kept my opponent's Ashwood Elms too. Borderline feel like I should be taking this Spellweaver. What I really want though, and it's impossible to intentionally get it, but I would love an Aeon, but I don't think there's any way to really will that into existence. Let's just roll, try to find some spells. We're not finding any spells here. Okay, let's Mix-a-Wizzle the Wizard's Familiar. We probably want to play Wizard's Familiar regardless, even if it's only giving our dwarves a bonus, but I don't know, maybe we just play all ranged units. I'll have to think about that. Wow, we got no stats this combat. Let's flip Herc. Let's do it again. Oh wait, that could be good. Okay, wait, hold on, that's insane. I think this is good enough. We should have... We're just playing all ranged units now? I feel like there's nothing my opponent can do here. Our Robin Hoods don't actually do anything. But if we're just all ranged, how do we lose? Right? Yeah, okay, we win this one, but we're only going to hit my opponent for 9 because we're Peter Pan say Sigismundo. So they're down to 2. And we've got to find a way to get a little bit more stats, or do we? What are we looking for at this point? I mean, this Ashwood Elm I think is really good in exactly this spot. Do I just put more stats on Ashwood Elm? Yeah, and my opponent's Midas, so I don't really see what they can do. Let's just cast a few more things. Let's maybe take a look here. Oh, yeah, Doom Breath was one of the things that I wanted. How many things does that kill? Actually nothing. I could support the Doom Breath, give it +6 attack. 37,040 now. But they have Soul Attack too. Let's not mess around with that. Let's just cast some Mix-a-Wizzles. Maybe we'll find enough dwarves. It's not like we can even roll for a spell to put in either at this point. So it's really just for like a little bit of stats on Ashwood Elm. And I don't think we're going to be able to do anything too exciting. Okay, that's a lot of stats on Ashwood Elm actually at the end. This is peak pants for sure. They took out the Echo Wood finally, realizing that wasn't doing anything. They got 1 pig against us, but that is not going to be enough. We're at home on the range right now, and the pig even trades. That's going to be a kill, And a pretty nice way to start off the stream. So there we go. If you're watching on YouTube, you can watch live at twitch.tv/NoLucksGiven.